Matt and I are here in Wisconsin to visit the new Vortex Edge training facility.
We came up here to check out their new introduction to long range, which is going to be a brand new thing for myself. So let's go in and meet the crew.
Welcome to Vortex Edge.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Good to have you out. These are our instructors you guys will be working with, Justin, Corey. These guys are going to be taking you through the basics of long range with our Intro to Long Range class today. Got everything set up in here.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So we offer a lot of different classes. We'll do anything from very intro level classes for folks who haven't really handled or fired any type of a firearm before, all the way up to more advanced and more application specific stuff. So we have intro classes in pistol, carbine, and long range. We have then more fundamental classes that go from level 1 to 3 and all those 3 same disciplines as well. And then we offer what we call our specialty courses, which is where we take the marksmanship fundamentals that you learn in the other classes and apply them to something specific, like home defense, competition shooting, night vision, lots of things like that.
For me, having been a hunter for 3 decades or so longer, a lot of the questions I've had have already been answered in terms of why mil spec or M-radian versus MOA, and the first focal plane, second focal plane. So it's been good, and yeah, a lot of good variation between people that are taking the class. So some good questions asked already. Now we're going to head into the armory and learn about the actual nuances of mounting scopes to a precision rifle.
When I mount these, I kind of mount them with the screws and things like that to the non-working side of the gun.
I had a preconceived notion on how to tighten your rings on your scope. Well, that was until our instructors explained that over or under tightening to one side could cause a loss in accuracy downrange. If it's not right at the beginning, your results won't lead to success.
Just tightening these down, so if I go ahead and move the firearm, that scope's not going to come falling on all those rings.
We really want to open people's eyes to what all goes into shooting at long range consistently and accurately before the actual shot. And so we really dive into gun setup, optic setup. We dive into the fundamentals of marksmanship, which you need to be able to have to just shoot well at 100 yards, getting a proper zero, and then starting to gather data on your particular rifle and the ammo you're shooting, where you can then be using that data to determine how you're going to be taking these shots at distance.
Everybody's getting the same information. They're drinking from the same faucet, and so your minds are starting to think the same. So it's really cool to see how the class progresses, and the education, the teaching that they're doing right now is really spot on.
There's a reason we call it zero, because your starting point should be at zero.
Range work really began with an emphasis on safety and the fundamentals of marksmanship. We spent much of our time on the range going over hand positioning. We were instructed to run our palms on the outside of the gun and apply pressure evenly towards the rear. This ensures the shot won't deviate from side to side further down range.
The rifle securely in our shoulder, and we go through breathing. If we're doing it right, we breathe in, the reticle goes down, we breathe out, and that's your natural respiratory pause.
So that's good.
High maintenance over there, huh?
I am.
So I'm resting right here, so when I get that phone, I'm getting out of the chamber.
Safety first. Rip it. You want it on a diamond?
Yep. That's going to be your reference point on target.
We're zeroing rifles right now, and the instruction is actually really good because it's showing me a lot of my flaws in my shooting position, and especially how I hold my shooting hand.
I think the thing that surprises most people about coming to a Vortex Edge class, whether it's their first one here or they've been a repeat customer here and a repeat student, is really how little they knew coming in. And it's not that they didn't know anything coming in, but I think a lot of times we sort of get stuck in our ways in the same way we've been shooting, the same way we've been hunting or doing whatever we do with firearms. We like to really challenge people and push their limits. And then we also think that pushing your limits and getting better is also really fun. So they leave just having a great time and realizing there's a lot more that they can continue to work on their own outside the classroom.
The one thing for me that really tricked into this is hand position. As a hunter, I'm used to grabbing the stock or on an AR, the pistol grip, but in long distance shooting, you want just minimal contact and just equal pressure. And so I changed my hand positioning and it changed my groupings.
There's quite a process that we really go through to pick the right people to instruct. A lot of people know how to shoot and they can shoot really well. It doesn't necessarily mean that they know how to teach others how to shoot really well. It's important that they have those people skills, that they have those skills of understanding where someone else is at and how that person's interpreting what they're telling them. That is huge. We also just want to have people that are open to shooting being fun. It has to be safe. It has to have a purpose to it. We're here to actually help people get better for some application, whether that's just recreation, competition, hunting, something like that. But they have to be able to get better at that for something. And again, while they're doing it, have a good time.